Debonair. Okay.
Good, y'all. Got us a notification gang. We're hitting the like button. And the video didn't even start yet. Y'all the realest ones in it. I appreciate you. Anyway. Please, y'all, let's have a moment of silence. Moment of silence for Cyrus, Carmack-Belton. The 14-year-old boy that had his life stolen for him. Let's have a moment of silence, please. I remember when this first dropped a while back, 2023, 2024, and I wanted to do a video on it back then. If I'm being brutally honest, y'all, I had a feeling that this was going to happen. I had a feeling that Rick Chow, the store owner or franchisee or whoever he is, uh, I had a feeling he was going to walk. How did I know? I had the same feeling with the Trayvon Martin case. I remember I was a freshman in college, if I remember correctly, when the Trayvon Martin case had first kicked off. And I said it back then. I was like, yo, George Zimmerman's going to walk. And I remember people getting upset, people getting mad. Keep telling y'all, man, these laws are not meant for us. These laws are not meant for us. So let's get into these videos, y'all. We're going to start from the beginning. We're going to cover the video of him walking into the gas station. We're going to cover a little bit of hearing the son talking to the police. And then we're going to cover the verdict. And last but not least, y'all know I got the article for y'all. Let's get into this video, y'all. I'm gonna just mute that loud ass noise. Oh, listen, y'all. So y'all see him walk in. The mother, Rick Child's wife, I can't remember her name, is basically telling him that he has to put his book bag down. Right? Typical. Everybody that goes to corner stores, or gas station, especially if you're in like the low income area housing, like where I grew up at. That's standard. That's mandatory. So much so, sometimes they will even tell us only 2 people in at a time, 3 people in at a time. Right? Standard. Put your book bag down and leave your book bag out in the car if you have one. If not, you have to leave your book bag at the front and make your purchase. Then you go back to get your book bag. What's happening right here is she's watching him. He's watching him. You see, this is Cyrus right here. He's walking around. He probably doesn't know what the hell he wants to buy or whatever the case may be. He's keeping a very, very close eye on him. He's not going to move closer to try to make it seem like she's just working, but really she's just literally just eyeing the 14-year-old kid, right? Cool. What all of this happened, basically everything as far as the shooting and all those other things is happening is that they thought that he was stealing water. This is the water section, right? He grabs a couple waters. He ends up putting the water back. And what is he doing right here, y'all? Y'all see his hand is in his pocket, correct? Did y'all notice that his hands was in his pocket when he first walked in also too as well? I don't know if it's cold there. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to put his hands in his pocket. Who knows? She now is confronting him about the water bottle, y'all. Bottle of water. He denies it, saying he hasn't stolen anything, whatever the case may be. And now here we have it, man. We about to get into that. Obviously, I'm not about to show the. I don't even think that there's videos of the shooting, but we're not going to see the whole thing of the shooting. But you're going to see when he takes off running. More people coming in. She's still questioning him, asking him to basically take things out of his pockets. He's saying he doesn't have anything. He didn't take any water bottle or anything like that. And now here comes the chase. And now he's about to take off. He sees them chasing after him. And now they're chasing after him. So before we get into the next part of the video, y'all, right? Of the son, and I believe the father was talking to the police officers also too as well. Before we get into that video, I want to say something to you guys. This is something that, first of all, should not have happened. You cannot claim self-defense, y'all, in any damn near any state. You cannot shoot someone in the back. Number one, you cannot shoot someone that is running away from you. If you have an intruder that breaks into your house, you have a gun, the intruder sees you with the gun, takes off running out the goddamn door. You cannot chase after them and then shoot them in the back. For damn sure, not in goddamn Florida. I don't know about South Carolina or North Carolina, anything like that. But for the most part, that law is pretty much standard in majority, if not all, the goddamn states in the United States of America. But again, y'all, like I said at the beginning of this video, I really didn't care to cover this topic or this shooting, this murder is what I should call it, mainly because I knew Buddy was going to get off. I knew. I said to myself when this first happened, I was like, yo, I need to do a video on this. Then I thought to myself, I'm like, well, why do I need to do a video on this? Buddy about to get off. Nothing going to happen to him. I said this over a decade ago with the Trayvon Martin case. I've been new. Once I found out George Zimmerman's father was like a cop or FBI, something like that. I can't remember. I was like, oh, Buddy getting off. He ain't doing serving a day in jail. You are crazy. These laws do not apply to us. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, you are insane if you think that I have an intruder come into my house, my black ass, have an intruder come into my house, and it's a white man breaking in my house, and I chase him over 100, what did they say, 160, 170 yards from the store? 107. Do y'all know how long? Bro, 170 yards is damn near 2 football fields. You ran damn near 2 football fields, and you're claiming self-defense? You feared for your life? Oh, well, he turned around and he had a gun. He would have never turned around with a gun if he would have chased them out the goddamn store with a water bottle, number one. Number two, you should have just called the goddamn police. You got his face on camera. All this over $1 water bottle? Not to mention, this is not Rick Chow's first time shooting at someone. This is his 3rd time. He did this 3 times and got off 3 times. Granted, I didn't know this when this first happened. I know this now. But regardless, I still feel the same way. And had I known this, what I knew back, if I knew that now, what I knew back then, I would have said the same goddamn thing. Yeah, Buddy definitely about to get off. Let's get into this video, y'all. I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear the son, and I believe the father too, how they're talking to the damn to police and how they're explaining everything that transpired.
He tripped right here, and then that's when I got up to him, and where my dad is right there, I caught up to him like right here, like standing right next to him. Or not like standing, I was like running next to him, and that's when he had like pulled out the gun, and then.
What did he just say? He just changed the story 2 times. I'm gonna run it back a little bit.
Caught up to him like right here, like standing right next to him, and then that's when I got up to him, and where my dad is right there, I caught up to him like right here, like standing right next to him. Or not like standing, I was like running next to him, and that's when he had like pulled out the gun.
Oh, he was running next to him. Running side by side or next to him in a close vicinity. That's when he turned and pointed the gun. While he's running and he turned and pointed the gun. Let's keep going.
And then I yelled gun, and I like backed up, I like stopped. And that's when my dad like was yelling, stop, like drop it or something. And then that's when my dad, he didn't drop it. So my dad shot him. And then.
Don't forget, he was shot in the back. Let's keep going. He was shot in the back, y'all. All this happened as his back is turned to the father that has the gun. And allegedly to the son who's quote unquote side by side next to him. Let's keep going.
He dropped to the floor. And he was like, you know, like holding his back or something. And then he had dropped the gun, so my dad had like pushed it to that second tree over there. And then he was still on the floor conscious. And then we called 911. And around that time, that's when like the people had come down like from that parking lot, and then the white woman, she was EMT, so she came to, and that's when we noticed he was unconscious. So then she did the like tourniquet and was doing CPR, and so then I left because I heard the sirens. So I went down to the parking lot, and then they started parking like on the outside on Park Lane. So I was waving them to come down here, and then after everyone, most of the cars had come down here, I came back, and then you guys had already started putting up the tape. So then, I mean, I just been here this entire time. Yeah.
Okay.
I said this from day one, Buddy getting off. If you want to ask me what really happened, what really transpired, if you go back and watch the video of the son and the father running outside, to me, in my opinion, it looked like the son had the gun. To me, it looked like the son had a gun. Who the hell knows? What they failed to mention, which is what happened in the trial, right? Because I was paying attention to the trial, y'all. I was, depending on when I dropped this video, I was paying close attention to the goddamn trial. Reading the transcripts, watching whatever videos, stuff like that they had before, during, and after the goddamn court, the court proceeding was happening. What they failed to mention was that the mother took the boy's shoes. He ran up out of shoes or slippers or whatever he had. She took the shoes. If I remember correctly, also too as well, the boy dropped his phone or something like that, or wallet or whatever the case may be. The mother grabbed that also too as well. Took all that back to the gas station. Why are you moving things from the scene? You're not supposed to do that. That's tampering with the evidence, if anything. They were doing all these things. Why, y'all? Because they were sitting there coming up with ways to try to make sure that they get off, and they did it. It worked. It worked. Regarding the bottle, because people was like, well, why did he grab all these water bottles and then put it back? Well, first they said he was stealing a water bottle. He didn't steal anything. They never saw the water bottles outside. They never saw the water bottle on him. We don't even know if the boy had the gun on him. If anything, the gun could have been planted on the boy. Who the hell knows? Whatever. What we do know is he grabbed the water bottle, put the water bottle back. Bet. He didn't have any cash on him. Allegedly. Didn't have any debit cards on him. Allegedly. What probably ended up happening was the same thing that's happened to a lot of people. Hell, this has happened to me several times. Do y'all know how many times I've walked into a store, a gas station, Walmart, Costco, whatever case may be? There's times where I went into a Walmart, filled up my goddamn carts with food and all the other supplies I needed for my goddamn house, only to realize, damn, I left my wallet in the car. Let me run outside and grab it. That's happened to me a few times, hell, more times than I like to admit. It's absolutely embarrassing. But we've been there before, had a long ass day. All right, cool, bet, whatever. It is what it is. Left my damn wallet in the car. Went to the damn gas station, went to a gas pump. Cool, let me go ahead and grab some snacks. I want to get something to eat or drink or whatever the case may be. Anyway, I'll make sure I go to the teller. While I'm purchasing my snacks, teller put 30 on pump 5. Get to the front, I got my snacks in my hand. Damn, put the snacks back, ran back outside. That's a possibility of what could happen. Or maybe he just decided he didn't want the goddamn water anymore. Maybe he saw the prices of the goddamn water and said, screw that, I'm gonna stay thirsty, and decided to leave. At the end of the day, whatever it is, whatever the answer was at that point in time, nobody deserves to be, first of all, chased damn near 200 yards, shot in the back. How is this self-defense? Let's keep going.
And so, other than you, when you left the scene that evening, you had no further involvement in this investigation, is that correct?
That is correct.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anything on cross-examination?
The last video, y'all, I want to get into is the family lawyer after the verdict. Again, if you guys don't know already, Rick Chow was found not guilty. That was his verdict. He has not been acquitted of the murder of the young man, Cyrus. And so disappointing, so sad. But again, like I keep telling y'all, I've been seeing this coming a mile away. When he was found not guilty, y'all, I wasn't watching it live, but I was paying attention while it was going through the deliberation. I was sitting there thinking to myself, "All right, cool. They're going to deliberate by X amount of time. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna check in later on tonight. By the time I get home, whatever the verdict will come out. Sure enough, not guilty. Didn't surprise me in the least bit. So let's hear from the family lawyer after the verdict.
The question kept coming up: why does a 14-year-old need a gun? The question was answered when he was shot dead in the streets 130 yards from a store where he did absolutely nothing wrong. The question was answered when this jury found him not guilty today. The question was answered because a child, a 14-year-old child shot dead in Richland County, got no justice. When the family got no justice. I'll pause. The anger is palpable tonight. You can feel it, you can touch it, because people saw a child that looked like their own, that did nothing wrong. A child that all the witnesses described had fear in his eyes when he left the store. And then he started to run as two grown men chased him down over a football field and shot him dead. This should not happen.
Shot him dead in the back. I don't think people aren't, it's a bit upsetting that they're not stressing this part enough. He was shot in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot shoot someone in the back and claim self-defense. I don't know what part, it's that part, honestly, y'all, it's a bit upsetting for me, in my opinion, because like I said, they just keep, I don't want to say they just keep, skipping over it. I don't want to say that, but you have to stress that part. He was shot in the back. You can say he was on the ground, shot on the back. All right, bet you had him on the ground. You had him at gunpoint. Then I would assume. Are you saying that now he's face down on the ground because he got shot in the back? Now you're saying he's face down on the ground. He's going to turn and shoot. Like, how can he do that? At that point, he gave up. Cool. Let's say he's still running. You shot him in the back, which means what? He cannot sit here and point. I don't know if anybody's ever held a gun, let alone shot one before. You cannot sit there and run full speed because he's being chased, run, turn, and then shoot. There was no shots being fired from the boy or the gun that allegedly he had. We still don't know whether it was his gun or not. We don't know. It probably was his gun. Let's keep going.
This makes us feel as if our children don't matter, and they do. This makes us feel like Cyrus's life did not matter, and it did. What you see tonight is going to be the anger. And what we ask is that anger not turn into anything else but words, to go online, to talk about it, to discuss it, but not to act like what people in their evil minds think that we are. We are certainly better than that. Cyrus was better than that. His family is better than that. It's unfortunate that this was the jury's verdict. We have no choice but to accept it, but we don't disagree. But we don't agree. There is no way that a child who did nothing wrong, who is shot in his back, how that jury can justify that verdict. I've been practicing law for almost 30 years. I've never seen anything like this. I don't understand it. I'm at a loss to explain it to his father, Troy, standing beside me. I'm at a loss to explain it to his mother, who couldn't take it and had to leave. I'm at a loss to explain it to his family, because I too don't understand it. I've talked to the sheriff tonight. We all ask for calm. We all ask that everybody make sure that we celebrate Cyrus's life, that we make sure that his legacy continues like his life did. He ran away. and he got shot in the back. It should not happen. Shouldn't have happened. And unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with the end results of it. Thank you.
People were saying, oh, but he was stealing. He stole a bottle of water, a dollar of water. That justifies him being murdered. Dev, that justifies it. He stole a bottle of water. Well, on camera, you see him putting the water back. Even if he did steal a goddamn bottle of water, you're telling me that now you should be able to murder someone because he stole a dollar? That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, but Dev, he had a gun. They chased him 100 and something goddamn yards out the damn store, and he had a gun. Well, why did you chase him to begin with? Let me explain something to y'all, man. I remember when I used to work at a pharmacy, right? And we were told during training, if you see someone stealing something, report it to the police, call the police immediately. Do not intervene. That's what they said verbatim. We will get trained on that frequently when I worked at the goddamn pharmacy. So why is it that you think that you can run after, whether they're stealing or not, run after and chase someone over a football field length and then claim this part, I just cannot wrap my mind around it, y'all. I just can't. Let's get into the article. Let's get into the article because I was found not guilty of murder in the shooting of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack-Belton. Prosecutors argued Chow unlawfully chased and shot the teen after a confrontation outside his store. The defense argued Chow acted in self-defense. Again, how is it that this is self-defense? I keep telling y'all, these laws are not meant for us. I don't understand that. But y'all got the nerve to be sitting here upset, and rightfully so. Y'all have the nerve to be sitting here upset, and shocked, and surprised. It's another day in America. Y'all forgot where we at? Y'all must have forgot. Let's keep going. This raised questions about the use of deadly force charging decisions, what evidence jurors were allowed to hear, and whether South Carolina law adequately addresses situations like this one. Viewers continue to ask GIS evidence the jury did not hear, including whether evidence of previous confrontations have changed the ways that jurors evaluated the case. Criminal defense attorney April Sampson, who was involved in the case early on as a prosecutor, said if Chow had taken the stand, could have opened the door for prior acts to be entered as evidence. Again, like I said, y'all, this is the third time he did this. The third time. They didn't even want to talk about the other two times that it happened. Why? Well, let me not say they can't. They technically could have, but because it happened to Chow, and Chow ended up pleading the fifth and not taking the stand, which is his right. So let me not say that. They had to do away with that and make a decision based off not accepting that as evidence, which it should have been added in. If I'm on trial, y'all, for shooting someone, and I shot two other people prior to, what's really happening here? He said that is likely why he decided not to testify. That's a fact. Sampson spoke with the Judy Gatson at length about the changes she thinks South Carolina should consider, such as adding degrees of murder as possible charges and changes to the process proceeding a jury. I mean, that's not going to help us. America going to be America. Let me see. What else? Oh, that's it, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all be killing me with these short ass articles, man. Y'all really be killing me with these articles. Really be killing these small ass damn articles. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's such a sad moment. I feel for um his family, Cyrus family. Um, I can only feel for the mother being extremely distraught, extremely upset that all of this transpired. I think, in my opinion, I mean, it's way too early to tell. I think the next step, as far as what to do now, or the next step in course of action, I should say, I believe that the family probably will take Rick Chow to civil court. They're not going to take Rick Chow to civil court and sue him for wrongful death or whatever the case may be. And they may, in my opinion, I think they're going to have more success in the civil court, in my honest opinion. That's just me, as opposed to criminal court. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I don't see this ending. First of all, it's not going to end well, right? Why? Why? Because a child is literally, or a young man is literally dead. A family is never going to be able to hug this child anymore. They're not going to. Not only that, but that child is now going to have to go through a whole smear campaign. He's been going through a smear campaign. Y'all didn't see what they was posting about him? Well, he posted guns on social media. But white kids do it all the time. White kids pose with guns and shotguns and rifles and all this, that, and the third all the time. What's the difference? The black boy holding a gun is a thug. White kids holding a gun, it's empowering. Oh, America. These kids have right. They're fighting for their freedom. That's what they say. They do a whole smear campaign. They did the same thing with Trayvon Martin. Y'all forgot? He got suspended in high school for having an empty bag of weed. What the hell they got to do with the price of tea in China? What they got to do with the case here? Oh, he's a thug. He deserves to be gunned down. That's why they say that. That's why they're doing those things. We knew what time. That train is never late, ladies and gentlemen. Never late. God forbid if a situation like this happens to me, y'all already know what time it is. They gonna hang my ass out of drive. They gonna hang my. Y'all know how many fights I used to get into in middle school and high school. Hell, I've been skinny my whole life. I used to get in fights all the goddamn time, and it was a wrap. Once I started getting into wrestling and boxing, oh, it was over with. But they gonna bring up all the fights, my all the referrals I had, the detentions, the suspensions I went through, me skipping school, all this nonsense. All this nonsense. What's the next steps for the family? Taking them to civil court. Again, I think they have a better shot at civil court compared to criminal court, but I don't think anything's going to happen as a result of that too. And even if something does happen, well, you might be lucky to get, I mean, I don't know how much money his family has, but you might be able to get a little something. 75K, 100K, maybe 250. What is that going to do? Nothing. Nothing. RIP to Cyrus, man. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. Please, 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 if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, man. Also, too, hit that bell so when I see anytime I make upload, notification will pop up and alert you. Also, too, make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that share. I look forward to reading all your comments, if any. So, until next time, please, man, y'all be safe for her, cuz.